here, and you can almost see a little cyclonic spin there too. So again, just off the Carolina coastline, something to watch for, but nothing in an immediate threat to the United States. In fact, that area to watch has about a 30% chance of development, and that's in the next 7 days. And a lot of our forecast models are fairly consistent in the fact that we may see a cluster of showers and thunderstorms. You can see it right here rolling off the west coast of Africa. Eventually, as it heads toward the Cabo Verde Islands, it'll enter into a zone that is a little more conducive for development. We're not expecting rapid intensification, thank goodness, but you can see that cluster of showers and storms right here in what we call visible satellite imagery. The thing is, it's in the perfect little pocket right now. It's just south of where all of this dust is right here, and that dust, the moment that that cluster of showers and thunderstorms starts to interact, or if it pivots a little further toward the north into that area of dust, it's almost like throwing dust on a campfire, and it kind of snuffs things out. So here's what our low-level spin looks like. This is going to be through the day today, and then, of course, through your Labor Day, and then beyond that point, a little bit of cyclonic spin, a little dip here also in our trough. I think that it'll stay south of that trough Tuesday, but watch what happens as we head into Wednesday. I think there may be a little bit more interaction. And again, when you start to see upper level winds upstairs interact with an area of spin in the ocean, it literally, Haley, as you know, and this is a terrible analogy, but it acts to kind of decapitate the tops of those storms.
Yeah.
It's almost like maybe a better analogy is like a Jenga tower, and you just push the top of the Jenga tower and the thing comes falling to the ground. That's basically what's happening, because you don't get that vertical stack, that vertical growth to develop as well. And I think the hostile winds by, time we get to mid to late week this week, I don't think it has enough to support intensification.
I'm right there with you. And actually, if you look at this is our new exclusive tropical threat probability model, and what it's basically showing is what percentage of seeing a tropical depression form in that specific zone. But that's actually gone down a little bit from where we were talking about yesterday. So that is just something of note, that we are less enthused by this system. Still, could we get a tropical depression or our next named storm? Sure. But as far as this goes with being threatening for the United States, the good news is I'm not really tracking that out, and none of the models really want to support that solution at this moment. As always, we have to wait for this wave to emerge off the coast of Africa, and that's where the models finally have a grasp on how it's going to be interacting with the ocean. But overall, it does seem likely that we will be running slightly behind schedule. I always caution in sort of using that term, because we can be off to the races in no time. But for now, I will take the quiet while we have it.